This Democrat politician wanted to defund the police, right? Like during the 2020 time, right? Guess what happened to her, ironically?
What?
She got robbed, bro.
I did see that. Then she was calling like the police.
Yeah, she was calling help for the police, but she was the main person that said defund the police.
Yeah, so she was like campaigning for him to get defunded. And what was it, Minnesota?
Yeah, it was where George Floyd, I think, passed away at.
How would that have worked out if they were defunded in that situation?
She was like, I saw a picture of her. She like got pistol whipped or something. Her nose was
Damn.
bleeding. Her nose was bleeding in the pic, yeah.
And she was with her kids.
She was with her children.
That's what
I don't know if they pistol whipped her or not. I just know her nose was bleeding.
I bet people are like that though.
That's
not
what
she gets.
No, I bet people are saying
but that's ironic.
That is very ironic.
Yeah, I don't know if she got pistol whipped, but she did get assaulted. She was bleeding.
Yeah, I seen the blood on her face.
She was bleeding.
Let's see what the comments say really quickly.
They're gonna be tearing her ass up.
They said no pity. This is what she wanted.
See, I told you that some people aren't gonna feel bad for her.
They said not a problem until it happens to you. I didn't say I felt bad. I just said she didn't deserve it.
No, she definitely doesn't deserve it.
She don't deserve
But
it.
saying no pity is
I don't know, man.
crazy.
You calling for defunding the police? You got to be calling
This
for anarchy.
is what you was asking for.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is what you're asking for.
You can't
sure.
like say,
Think about
hey,
it, though.
I don't want you to have a job, but come help me.
Maybe she was
if
just
someone
saying,
gets robbed, the police, even if the police are on high alert, they're gonna come later. So if someone's killed, the police are gonna come later. So either way, you're gonna get robbed. So having the police funded or defunded, nothing would have stopped the robbery.
If they're funded, that means they'll have more officers. They can pay more people. They can
okay,
get more.
Because look,
they gonna get.
But would that stop the robbery?
No, it wouldn't have stopped, but they could have caught them after. And then the next person, they get 20 years, and the next person say, ooh. Yeah, they can't stop it from happening.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But after it happens, if you get punished, and somebody else,
the next person,
maybe I might.
That's a 20-year charge.
But if you
take that.
But I think if you defund the police, don't that mean less police on the street?
Yeah, that's not gonna
definitely.
happen. That's idiot. That is idiot.
So I feel like more funny mean more people probably gonna try to.
That's like a on the way to the purge type thing. No police.
That is literally the purge.
That means y'all literally want to end the country to me.
We kind of almost at the purge. How we've been looking around.
That's the police running around.
Yeah, that's pretty absurd.
We good. But listen to me.
Y'all forgot what 2020 looked like for a second.
So go outside and shoot your gun in the air.
No, I'm going to that cell for sure. I said y'all forgot what 2020 used to look like.
But you said we close to the purge. The purge, we not close to.
They were shooting tear gas.
I mean, it can start. It can start though.
We can say we looking at the purge.
Let's watch the video, y'all.
That was my number one fear though.
Watch it gonna be a purge law.
No, purge is scary.
I have way bigger fears than that.
Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Campagno here with my co-host Harris Faulkner, and also joining us today, Fox Business anchor and host of American Dream Home on Fox Business, Cheryl Casoni, host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Birthday Girl Kennedy,
hey Kennedy,
and Fox News contributor and former White House press secretary Ari Fleischer. Now we begin with a defund the police Democrat from Minnesota who seems to be changing her attitude towards law enforcement after being violently attacked. Minnesota became the epicenter of the Defund the Police movement back in the summer of 2020, following in the wake of George Floyd's death. But while protests and riots rocked the city of Minneapolis, state Democrats were busy echoing calls to defund and even dismantle the police.
The stupidest thing ever.
Now, one of those loud voices was Shivanthi Sathanandan, a high-ranking official within the state's Democratic Party.
If anything,
just days after George Floyd's death,
if anything, you should fund the police and make it harder to be a police officer.
Yeah.
So you have to be more qualified.
No, imagine if we made
stupid
like
decisions.
This isn't rational. Like they can never do this. But in a perfect society, what if police officers were paid
robots?
They're paid like NFL players, and like you had to try out, and only the most prestigious people were police officers.
Their job is.
Then I bet you
their job is more important.
They all like if we had like Aaron Donald, Tyreek Hill, all them. Boy, I promise you.
Oh yeah, people would probably.
You ain't getting away.
You ain't getting away.
People would be terrified.
He's still got a 53-man roster of cops.
But think about it,
Myles Garrett.
Their job is more important than an NFL player.
Oh, for sure. They got to uphold law and order. That's their job.
There's a lot of jobs that are more important.
They should be funded.
The president is more important to them, but they pay more than him.
That's crazy.
That's not how the world works.
Busy echoing calls to defund and even dismantle the police.
Dismantle.
Now, one of those loud voices was Shivanthi Sathanandan, a high-ranking official within the state's Democratic Party. Just days after George Floyd's death, she wrote on social media, quote, "We are going to dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department." Say it with me. Dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
That's crazy.
Sadly, this week, Sathanandan was violently carjacked by a group of 4 men.
Damn.
The attack left her with a broken leg, deep
Broken
wounds,
leg?
and bloodied face.
Wow.
And it all happened in her own driveway and in front of her 2 small children.
Wow.
She posted this bloody selfie on social media, adding,
In front of the
quote,
house?
"Catch these young people who are running wild, creating chaos across our city.
She should've
Hold them
just
in
said it.
custody and prosecute them.
Catch them young
Period.
niggas.
Look at my face. Remember me when you are thinking about supporting letting juveniles and young people out of custody to roam our streets instead of holding them accountable for their actions."
Well, I said that for them
To the
Chicago
incredible
kids.
Minneapolis
Hell yeah.
4th Precinct.
We're
officers.
seeing an
So, hold
increase
on.
in young people committing crimes and getting away with it.
She broke her leg.
They broke a leg.
They broke her leg and robbed her.
Pistol whipped her in front of her kids. Boy.
Probably took that Jeep
See-
we looking at
see,
right
But
now.
this ain't no
this-
sympathy. That person in comments, you're sick, bro.
Yeah, like
Well, it
damn.
got a lot of likes, so a lot of people are also sick.
Wait,
No,
wait,
no, I
it
understand.
had
Like,
likes
yeah,
on it.
it's
It's the
just
top
outrage.
comment. It's at the top.
Nah, but that was like newest, I think, bro.
Yeah, it
Let's
was
go back.
newest.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
it
it?
newest,
Was it?
yeah.
Okay,
That-
let's
that's
say. My
terrible.
bad.
But I can feel the outrage because he's like you asked for this, like you kind of.
She did advocate for them to
definitely
not
did.
be like accountable for their actions, because like how they gonna get held accountable if
This
the
is
police get
what
defunded and there's less police?
This is what I think, though, man. I think that she didn't ever believe in fully defunding the police. I think that she probably tweeted that during a time that was getting a lot of attention. So she did that to advance her political agenda.
Oh, for sure. That was definitely a
Yeah.
left like political agenda.
Yeah.
She's obviously a high ranking member. She got to fall into that BS.
Which is still wrong, so it's very ironic. And the tweet, I wouldn't have tweeted this if I was her, because if I know what I already tweeted and I know that I'm about to tweet this, I just probably would just keep it to myself, take my lick, because tweeting about it ain't gonna help.
I ain't gonna lie. This
I just
one,
got robbed the other day, tweeting about it ain't gonna
Even
help.
during the time, like my time where I was Democrat, I still, when they were saying defund the police, I thought that was wrong.
I was thinking that.
Even when I was Democrat, I was like, hey,
bro, I
y'all
just
know,
never
y'all
knew
tripping.
like. Yeah, there's no
that
way
one.
y'all think that's a good idea.
Me either.
Like
Even when I
defund
wasn't-
the police.
Yeah, that was
Then what?
stupid.
I don't think people really believe.
But hey.
If you do, you're dumb.
Let me
Yeah,
say
you're
this,
extremely
though.
stupid.
If she said funded the police, this wouldn't have stopped the robbery, though.
It wouldn't have. That's what I'm saying.
But it could have.
That's why either way is wrong. You know, her political,
I mean, but you got robbed
I don't
outside
think
your
because of her
house.
political stance, she should be robbed outside her own house. Like,
Hell no.
obviously, like,
She don't got
that's-
nothing to defend herself in her house.
But funding the police,
I think
wouldn't have
I
happened.
don't think you allowed to have guns up there. I think. No, I think
No, I'm pretty sure you got a right to bear arms in all states.
I don't think it's no.
They probably can't have
Some type of
ARs,
gun. You probably have
but you
some
can
type
have
of gun.
guns.
Yeah.
That's your Second Amendment
They
right.
said you can even have one in California. When
in
you
New Mexico,
Yeah,
you
you can
can't
have a
have it
gun in
anymore.
California.
Yeah, New Mexico they trying to take it away.
Yeah, they
Like
tried
all
to.
guns.
Yes.
Yes.
And guns.
Did
just
they
came
or
out.
they
That's
tried to?
absurd.
They're trying
We
to
were
right
actually
now.
going to do a video
Yeah, we
probably
could-
tomorrow.
That's absurd.
Like they're trying to take it away right
This
now.
is
that's
states I'll
horrible.
never go to.
Facts,
Thank
it
you
grows.
to the incredible
Next to the border.
Minneapolis 4th Precinct
Oh, man.
officers. Ari, such a change of heart, and understandably, but it's a little too late for so many people that already gave their lives and already suffered violent attacks.
Well, first, my heart goes out to Shavandri. I mean, you look at the picture, you look at what she went through, what her children are going to go through. All you can do is feel tremendous sympathy. But honestly, why does it have to be about you before you can go out and protect others? Did it have to be about you being a victim of crime to realize that this happens throughout society all the time?
Great point.
You can't dismantle the police. It's those calls to dismantle the police that have led police to resign in droves, which is the core of the problem. We don't have enough police because nobody wants to be a cop anymore. So
that's a
God
good
bless
point,
her.
That's a great point. They villainized the
hey,
police.
Because if it was more police and it was one roaming the neighborhood, it probably wouldn't have happened. If you funded
I never thought about that at all.
They did
Dang.
villainize
Like,
the
who
police.
wants to be like?
Man, nobody. Yeah, but if you told me, shoot, I can get 200,000. I'm like, well,
One of my
Nigga, come
partners-
here.
what you got on you, buddy?
100K out for sure. Be a good job or something.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a
I
couple.
would be
I know a
honestly.
couple cops.
I would be a great cop.
For real.
One of my friends' wives is a cop. They just got married. She's a
I
cop.
love lady
My old
cops.
teammate is a cop from Emporia. He a cop.
See, but I don't know, man, because, I mean, sad to say, when I see a lady cop, I'd be like, yeah, I'm finna get off on her ass.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can dip on her ass, and I can burn her ass. She can't whip that bitch like me.
What if she gator roll your shit?
All she gotta do is call for backup though.
Yeah, you can't outrun the
But if
police.
you can get out of there before that backup comes.
You got a Hellcat.
You guys are crazy.
No, he actually just made a great point,
I
though.
appreciate Ari's point, Harris, about her making it about
Nobody wanna be
herself because
police.
there were a lot of victims from that first moment of her calling for dismantling the police and defunding, like Oscar Lee Stewart Jr., who is also a father of children who died in a terrible arson fire. We're still waiting for charges to be filed.
Whoa.
Where were her calls to think of his face So when
Who's
she
that?
says, remember my face,
Said a kid burned
I'm
the
sorry,
house.
but there's a whole lot of other faces that I think of when I think of the catastrophe that she helped create in her city.
She's
Yeah,
not
you
wrong.
know,
She's
part
not
of what
wrong.
I'm seeing is just the shock
She's
of
not
what
at all
she is.
Don't
And it takes a lot for somebody to break the
Ain't the
bone
Kill
in your
Boys from
leg.
Minnesota?
Who?
Wasn't the Kill Boys was started in
No.
Minnesota?
Kill Boys.
It was in
That's like
Chicago.
Milwaukee.
That's like a-
They started in Milwaukee.
That's in
Yeah, that was in
Minnesota.
Milwaukee.
Oh,
That's
Milwaukee.
Wisconsin.
No, that's in Wisconsin,
guys.
Wisconsin. That's
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
but they're up there.
That's where that started?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Oh,
Kill
wow.
Boys is
They
still
thug
on
in
the cars and all
Milwaukee.
that.
Yeah, they started up north. Like I
Wow.
thought it was Minnesota too, because they was doing
They
it bad
probably
up
got-
there.
they
That's
probably
probably
got
what they
quick
were
to
trying
do.
to do is steal her car.
That's pretty crazy.
They were. It's a
But she,
hijacked
she had a
them,
Jeep
idiot.
though. Her profile pic.
I said they probably took the pink Jeep.
No, they probably stole it. Man, that sucks. If you was pro
Those
2A
criminals.
and supported the police, you might have made it out of
Yeah,
there.
I'm finna start
Nah, I know it. I'm
doubling down on security.
Everybody get security in their home, guys. We gonna try to
And
put these goddamn.
practice your Second Amendment.
You gotta,
only
you gotta have
thing
some-
good
you
Joe
gotta have
Biden-
something to hold your house down.
We gonna put these predators away. The only good thing Joe Biden said.
But what about all those people that came before and after her toxic words?
They're making a lot of good points. I'm not
They
gonna
are
lie.
making great
Every
points.
single
Took her
person.
ass. Yeah.
Because
They
at
like-
first I was like, damn, I felt bad. I was kind of on her
So
side.
as
No,
soon
I
as, as soon
still
as the
don't-
first lady said it's too late, it's a little too late, I'm like, hey,
No, yeah. Everything they said was right.
yeah, I agree.
But none of them were like she deserved it. They ain't saying she.
no,
Yeah,
facts. They
definitely
said
not.
we put
They
us
just
in the
like,
hearts
hey,
out to
hey,
you.
you know.
yeah, well,
They
people
say
that
it's,
happened,
they
this
say it's
happened to a lot of
sad.
people
It's,
before
it's
you.
sad it happened, but you are part of the problem. You part of the reason.
Yeah,
it
y'all
happened.
remember that graph? You know, the more you go around, the more you.
Find out. The more you mess around, the more you find out. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that was a great point, man. If we have a police in every neighborhood, I think crime would definitely go down. But that's gonna be a lot of money.
They're not going to be.
But we have more police.
every neighborhood.
I mean, they could be roaming though. They can everybody
Every
can have routes. I
neighborhood
think they have
in
routes
America.
already, but like, yeah.
Not every neighborhood. But you know what? You know what?
The
Every
wealth.
time someone moves somewhere safe, they always say, you know how there's a cop next door. I'm like, damn, it's always a cop next door. Seems like that. How many friends I got to be like, oh yeah, there's a cop next door or a cop down the street?
We got a couple cops
Feel
in our
safe.
own neighborhood. So if we fund the police, do you think we should have more police or should people just get paid more? Or both?
Well, I mean, in New York, they got like $1 million police budget. So I mean,
$1 million?
they
That's it?
got their
That's
public
not a
spending was
lot.
crazy high
$1
for like
million for the whole department?
Like they have like
Yeah,
millions
cars,
like
some
going in.
millions,
They have
yeah.
like one of the
They
highest
better,
ones.
shit.
I don't
Godless
know where's that
city.
money going to. Like I guess it could go to their pay.
We probably spending more.
Give 'em
on
some new
migrants.
Chargers.
We probably spending more on migrants than police.
Yeah, they tweaking up in New York.
They
All the
getting some
Democrat
new
states
Chargers
with
and
this
donuts.
illegals in is they tripping.
Well, guys, let us know what y'all think about this defund the police Democrat guys.